ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ ọka aka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etụga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ. Ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi, onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ uwe na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu agba egbezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbodo ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ karị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ ụtọ na-eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ebezuga gị. Anyị onwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nzọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwanyị bụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụ ịkụnye ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ egwezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onwe onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi mara onye bụ ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise.
I think I've now come to terms with the fact that for us to have proper rapid development in Nigeria, we need to separate, we need to divide. Let the Yoruba man go their way, let the Northerners go their way, let the Easterners go their way. This thing about one Nigeria is definitely not going to work, Chacha. Wallahi. You cannot have South Africans clowning us. You cannot have Ghanaians clowning us. And now you now have Namibians clowning us. One Nigeria is definitely not going to work. You cannot have a simple argument or a debate with anybody from Africa right now and you are able to win. You speak one, they tell you electricity. You speak two, they tell you security. You cannot travel 10 kilometers without writing your will. They speak about bad roads. They've gone as low as internet. We need to divide. This thing about one Nigeria is not going to work. Having one person as a president sitting in one place called Aso Rock, deciding the fate of 300 million people, especially when you know these are the least smartest people in the country, it's not going to work. Let us bring some kind of competition within these different regions, instead of having to depend and say everything has to do with the federal government. Ordinary electricity. I was thinking this thing about electricity in Ghana was a joke, but apparently these guys are having the best type of electricity like they were in Europe. In Nigeria, you can't even boast of 24 hours electricity. In year 2026, we need to divide, man. The only war we are winning right now in Nigeria is just jollof rice, and then maybe dirty December, club in alcohol. No, we can do better. This thing about what Nigeria is 300 million people. When you look at these other countries I'm speaking about, you look at Ghana, they are not even up to 40 million. Namibia, 3 million on a good day. RCCG is bigger than Namibia. The Youth Ministry of Christ Embassy, they are bigger than Namibia. Yeah, these people, they are clowning us every single day. Nigerians cannot win one war. You cannot have a normal debate and say you are going to win. Everybody, they are clowning us. Giant of Africa, my foot. Let everybody go develop their region. Chase the Igbo man from the West. Go chase the Yoruba men from the East, let them go back. Everybody go make your region better. Go find the Igbo man in the North. Let everybody, but depending on one president to make these things happen is definitely not going to work. We are too many, we are too populated for this whole one Nigeria affair. It's not going to work. Let us divide. I am tired. I am tired. The bare minimum. We are not even speaking about healthcare. We are not even speaking about child mortality, education. Just the basics we cannot even be proud of. Not one Nigeria, my foot. Everybody go your way. Let's do a referendum. Let the people decide. Nonsense, man. I'm tired.
Wow. Otutoma Umuchineke. Otutoma, lovers of freedom. Honestly, I don't even know where to start from. What am I doing here? I don't know where to start from, honestly. I don't know where to start from this morning. It's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I don't know where to start from. Let me start by showing you this post from Parallel. facts. I want to talk to our people this morning. Please, I want us to, how do I start? We are in a very dire situation. Ndi Igbo, Biafrans, we're in a very dire situation. As Umuchineke, those that know who they are, the true children of the land of the rising sun, those who have identified their identity, you must come together. I am Raphael Chamaka Jere, the Minister of Information, Biafra Republic Government in exile. Share this video, it's very important. There's a grand plan to exterminate us, to annihilate us, to completely eradicate us. It's been brewing. They've been doing it before we were all born. And now they've been using very familiar faces, but now they have intensified. And they are using our own people against us. I saw so many videos. And the last of the video that I saw is where Dave Umahi have gathered some of the old idiotic bastards that call themselves former governors. They've gathered together. This may be their final onslaught, but they will all fail. The genuine people of the land of the rising sun will need to come together for one single purpose of saving our clan, of saving our people, of saving our destiny, our land. You see everything happening in Nigeria. Southeast Biafra land still remains the safest place. Even the deaf, the dumb, knows that Southeast remains the safest place in Nigeria, Biafra land. The question you will ask is, why is Southeast the most militarized place? The army of Nigeria are heavily armed to go against or go after the Southeast, the Biafra land. Now, a Yoruba man made this report. Babatunde Gbadamosi made this report, and I'm going to show you. After I show you, I will play what the army, the press conference the army gave. And maybe I'll ask you guys some questions. See this post from this Yoruba influential person, reported by Parallel Facts. Parallel Facts reports, I don't know if this thing is showing here, let me bring it here. Parallel Facts reports that while Fulani terrorists carry out mass unalivings in the north, Igbos are raided in the east. There is pogrom, there is massacre going on in the north, But Igbos are the ones that are raided in the east. Babatunde Gbadamosi knocks Nigeria army, alleges systematic distraction. Why? Now, why there is this heavy bombardment and terrorist attacks, kidnappings and destruction going on in the north? Here is what the armies have to say. Listen to their army spokesperson.
Suspects.
Watch. This one was just 2 or 3 days ago. This is their press conference with all the news houses, NTA, AIT, ITV, all of them. listen to what the army is saying to the media. There is kidnappings, there is bombing, there is, there is a total, a whole community were driven from their community in Nasarawa, in Adamawa, in Benue, in Plateau, Jos. There's unrest, heavy unrest, unaliving of hundreds and hundreds of people. But here is what the Nigerian army is focused on. You show me anywhere they are making a press briefing about what is happening in Nasarawa, in Adamawa, in Benue, in Plateau. Even the president was forced to make a fake visit to Jos because there was unaliving there. Is there anything in the southeast that is calling for the presence of the president? Maybe because of mass killings or anything that we need the presence of Tinubu in Imo or in Owerri or in Enugu, in Oka? Nothing like that. But in Benue, his presence is needed. In Nasarawa, his presence is needed. In Plateau, Jos, his presence is needed. In Meduguri, bombing, terrorist attacks. They're calling. He's ignoring them. But here is what the army is saying. Watch.
Troops of Operation Udoka targeted criminal elements of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra and its armed wing, the Eastern Security Network, sustaining clearance and anti-criminality operations across Abia, Anambra, Cross River, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Imo states. During the period, troops arrested a total of 91.
Did you hear the states he called? These states he just called now. Is there anything like terrorist attacks in those states? The answer is no. Is there anything like kidnappings going on? Are communities being chased out in those places? Is that place, is it just where terrorists are, bombing and army is even joining them? Are those places hotbeds of terrorist attacks? The answer is no. Ask me, what is this Operation Udo Gachi, Udo, whatever they are calling it? What are they doing in the southeast? ESN, IPOB, ask them.
Suspects and rescued 14 kidnapped victims, recovering arms and ammunition and IED materials, while over 80 militants surrendered to troops in January.
So, you see, they're giving you press briefing about IPOB, about Biafra land, where there is complete peace. Some people are even relocating to the southeast and doing their businesses there. Musicians are moving from Lagos to southeast. Somebody like Prince Darlington, Mama, you see him driving from Owerri to. They are relocating to the southeast because that place is safer, more peaceful. The so-called foolish Afonshi chief priest have even relocated to the southeast. You saw him during this Easter period in the swimming pool enjoying. Go to the north. People are not relocating to the north. They are running away. People are running away from the north. They ask these military people, what are they doing in southeast? Now, our brother, one of the apostles, he's the one that posted this. Look at what he said. Apostle Michael Olowo. He said, one thing you must understand is that the Nigerian state is so afraid of the Igbo land. The one region that will never tolerate anything is the southeast. What they saw and experienced in the Civil War still baffles them till today. A region with no military might. A region with no military might, except resilience and self-determination. We stood the Nigerian military might for 3 years, producing their own local weapons and fuel to fight with ordinary civilians. If not for the hunger and starvation as a result of cutting off food for supply by the Nigerian government to the southeast, the Nigerian military wouldn't have prevailed. This is why they are always deploying the whole of their might and strength to the southeast. Even if every other part of Nigeria is burning, they are more conscious of the southeast. You all saw what the satanic Buhari did with this Operation Python dance 1 and 2. He couldn't have done that anywhere else except in the southeast? How can we be experiencing the worst of insecurity in the northeast, north central, and the middle belt of Nigeria with little or no military help? But your focus is on IPOB and ESN. Fulani jihadist militia are massacring Christians on daily basis in Plateau, Kaduna, Nasarawa, Benue, Taraba, etc. But it is ESN that is Nigeria army problem. Such misplaced priority, bettered by fear of the Igbos. Una yeye the smell. Una mumu too much. Nigeria army. That's what that our brother is saying. Now, this man, a Yoruba man, also called the attention. While Fulani terrorists carry out mass killings in the north, Igbos are raided in the east. Babatunde Badamasi knocks Nigeria army, alleges systematic distraction. Are you seeing it? So the question to my people is, why are we silent? Now, while that is going on and they're intensifying the attack on the southeast, here are the shameless people that are wondering why we allow these people to be walking free in Biafra land. Here is Dave Umahi and some of the Efulefu former governors. People like, look at them. The former governor of Enugu State, this one former governor of Anambra State, what is his name again? I've forgotten their name. This one is Yokezi also. The one in the middle is, it was this short man, Anambra. The Anambra former governor. And this one, or this other one here is the Enugu. Then Dave Umahi is the one that is leading them because he's the one stooge that Tinubu is using. Listen to what Dave Umahi is saying. I will play another video for you from Sadem, Emir Sadem.
You must have been wondering what is going on. What was going on and is still going on is that we now have the birth of a forum of former Southeast governors. Today, the 7th of April, 2026.
That was yesterday.
And so we have been deliberating, and they have asked me to read out a very short communique.
Look at this bastard. Look, all of them are former governors. Is this not Willie Obiano? He's looking like a shadow of himself. Somebody remind me, what's the name of this other guy? This guy, why am I forgetting his name? This governor of Anambra State. This former,
number one.
This first one.
That the South is, before I read it out, let me say that many of the governors, some are outside the country for medical checkup. Somebody like
Gige, thank you.
Or Hakim, somebody like the former governor of Abia State, OUK Senator Ojozo, somebody like Chimaroke, His Excellency, Dame Etiaba Excellency also has engagement, and there's so many other theology has a medical engagement, and a host of other governors. That in our next meeting, we are sure that over 90% of the former governors of Southeast will be in attendance. So the
tell me, Tinubu have got the current governors. He has the governor of Anambra State. What's his name? Soludo. He has the one of Ufuru of Ebonyi. He has the one of Imo. Hopus Odemjo. He has the one of all of them, even Abia. He has the one of Abia. Alex Oti. Alex Oti is not a part of APC, but Tinubu already have him. He's answerable to Tinubu. He has collected all the governors. Anything Tinubu want them to do, they will do. You understand? Having collected the current governors, he has now gone back to witch hunt the former governors. These people are irrelevant to Biafra land. Believe me. But just to use their face to tell you that Tinubu is in control, and they want to make sure that Nigeria use their heavy weight to oppress Biafra land, to subjugate Biafra land. There is heavy presence of military in Biafra land. There is no terrorism. There is no attack going on against Biafran people by terrorists. Do you understand? We have made sure we secure our place relatively to the extent that we have been able to manage. Even though they are trying to infiltrate and reduce our capacity of our, vigilante and our angels, yet we are trying. They have not been able to subdue us completely. But yet, they are doing all these things using all these men. That's why I'm calling upon Umuchineke. We need to come together. These people, if we are not in agreement against them, because all these people see now they are enemies of Biafra, enemies of our freedom. All this Ngige, all this Omahi, all this Ibazu, and even the present governors. If we do not stop them, we will be annihilated. They will stop at nothing until they finish us completely. Believe me, they will not stop. So if we continue to, fight ourselves, argue about ourselves, join those on the social media and be arguing without equipping the angels, whatever we are doing, I know we are doing enough. We are trying our best to get the legal team. Very, very important. But if we forget our angels, and these people with all the effort they are making, calling out, saying they are going after ESN, they know that there's nothing like ESN anymore. The angels are, in their different places, seeking their place. But if we fail to equip our angels, and these people succeed in exterminating our angels, oh my God, we are finished. We are finished. Nothing will remain for us. Already you know that they don't like you. Any little thing, you are the one they blame. That's why when we do our town hall and we are calling people, let us do the needful. Let us join together. Let us equip these angels. Some of you are drawing back. Some of you sometimes will come, you will go and be giving some people money that are equipping their pockets. People that are paying. I know it is good for us to have our legal team. Very, very good. Look, as much as we are equipping our legal team, please, for me, the most important is our angels. The last time Gentle the Yahoo came out, he told us that I don't know who, anything you give to I don't know who, it gets to them. And I have put the number of our own mommy, I don't know, for you to call her, for you to support. Anything that gets to I don't know, if you believe in Gentle the Yahoo, and you believe that these people, these angels are doing the needful, support. Because that is the last line they are going after. And they are doing everything. Because if they have been able to stop Gentle the Yahoo and stop them, by now you would have seen them brandishing their body. Just the way Chinas and Woru was, they used Chinas and Woru to eliminate Humble Lion and the rest of them. They are doing everything, gathering all these people. The only people that can stop these bastards are our angels. Our angels know how to systematically make sure that these people, either they run away from Biafra land or they stop appearing on TV. They know what to do. Because these people, I get so angry when I see them coming to talk on social media and telling you that they have given their support to Tinubu and all that in Biafra land. And the army is busy talking about ESN. The army is busy talking about IPOB. Still calling IPOB terrorist group, whereas they are saying that the terrorists, Boko Haram and herdsmen, are their brothers. Yet they are referring to IPOB as terrorist group. We are keeping quiet. Look, if we don't do the needful, my brothers, my sisters, continue listening to gossip, continue gathering together and line up and down. On Saturday, we will still come for our town hall. Normally, we put the Zoom link there. You will come. The only people that will, some of them will come and say, some of you even come to monitor. You come to monitor and see, in that town hall, they only gave 100,000 a day. They are not even giving anything. And you are happy. You are happy. Continue to be happy. And these people are about to exterminate and take over our land and hand it over to Fulani. All these governors you see, none of them, their children is not in Biafra land. Their children are not in Nigeria. All of them, their children are abroad. Ngige, Okozi Basu, Willie Obiano, what's his name? Dave Omahi. All of them, their children are abroad. As useless as Okozi Basu is, he has a mansion in Australia. His children are there. As useless as all these people are, as useless as the drunkard Obiano is, his family, they are in America. They are not in Nigeria. So if you keep quiet and allow them, I'm sorry for all of you. I'm sorry for all of you. I don't know whether we should listen to Dave Omai. What does he have to say? First of all, let me first of all bring us a video from my brother, our brother and our friend, Emir Saddam. I think it's better we listen to Emir Saddam first before I will bring you this other video, because the one of Emir Saddam is more important for me. I want you to listen, from, someone else. Yes, I want to listen to someone else's point of view. These are Emir Saddam, who is always very, rational and very upright in his thought. I believe he's not against Donald Trump here. He's just concerned. And the only thing I see that what he's saying here, when he's saying that we may have been deceived, is because he wants to get the attention of the American government to focus and do the needful as quickly as possible. Because Southeast Biafra land is not the problem. But why Nigeria army are focusing on Biafra land and focusing on the Igbos, whereas terrorism is holding sway and destroying Nigeria from the north, is something that we don't understand. So I want us to listen to Emir Saddam, and then maybe if there are other videos I will play. Just listen to what this young man had to say.
I just want to bring to the notice of Nigerians what is currently happening across the country, and for those that are not following the news, or for those that are probably stuck on other platforms that are not seeing what is really happening. And that's why for me, one of my most important platforms for information is X, the X platforms. That's where you see real verified stories. And it is important for Nigerians to understand, or for the world to understand, that currently as we speak, Nigerians are being unalived from Plateau State to Benue State to Nasarawa State. People are fleeing their homes in thousands, to Kwara State, to Kebbi State, to Katsina, to Kaduna, in thousands. Easter was a bloody Easter in Nigeria, right? It's very, very important to the world know this. And when I say these things, or I've listed these things, I've listed like 5 to 6 states right now. And at the top of my head, there's no southeastern state there. You might say, why am I saying this? Because there's a context what I'm trying to say right now. And all of a sudden, the Nigerian military came out with a circular that they are going to have an operation, something, Udoka, something in the southeast. As it stands today, the southeast is the most safest region in Nigeria. As it stands today. As it stands today, the southeast is the most safest region in Nigeria. As it stands today. As it stands today, the southeast is the most safest region in Nigeria. As it stands today. As it stands today, the southeast is the most safest region in Nigeria. As it stands today. As it stands today, the southeast is the most safest region in Nigeria. As it stands today.
I have to repeat it so that it will sink in. As it stands today, the southeast Biafra land is the most safest region in Nigeria. And now the same safest region is where Nigeria army is planning a heavy military force, military operation. The most safest place in Nigeria. The young man mentioned the names of some places: Nasarawa, Adamawa, Benue, Plateau, where there is, in this period of Easter, there was bloody Easter everywhere. In Kaduna, none of this bloody Easter was seen in Southeast. But after the bloody Easter, Nigerian military are planning a heavy attack on the southeast, and we are looking. We are keeping quiet. They are planning to annihilate us. We are watching as if we are not seeing it. As it stands today, the Southeast is the safest place. The same place where they tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, that he has brought terrorism to the Southeast. He has destroyed the Southeast. Simon Ekpa has destroyed the Southeast. These two duo individuals have made the Southeast the safest place in Nigeria. Even when they put them in prison, because of the kind of gospel they have preached to secure and make Southeast safe, Southeast have remained safe. The angels making these things possible, that are not going after civilians or anybody, that have no interest in Nigerian army. If Nigerian army maintain their stand and do their job, they are trying to destroy them from within, naming them terrorists, ESN, IPOB, what have you. As it stands today, the Southeast is the safest place in Nigeria. Let me allow him to continue to talk. Very, very important. Please pay attention.
And at the top of my head, there's no southeastern state there. You might say, why am I saying this? Because there's a context what I'm trying to say right now. And all of a sudden, the Nigerian military came out with a circular that they are going to have an operation, something, Udoka, something in the Southeast. As it stands today, the Southeast is the most safest region in Nigeria. As it stands today. And that's how it was in 2015 before APC came into power.
That's how it was in 2015 before APC came into power. You people need to understand what this guy is very ruthless. He's speaking, and he knows the details. He has the statistics. If you look at the screen, the statistics are there. Fatalities, north, the northwest, the north central, the northwest, the southwest, the south, and the southeast. Yes, you see the numbers. In the northeast, there are 380 fatalities. In the northwest, 354 fatalities. In the north central, 233 fatalities. In the southwest, 16. In Yoruba land, in south, 12. In the southeast, only 8 fatalities. And those may be not just normal death or accident or whatever. Do you understand? Okay. Continue, sir.
Look at something in the Southeast. As it stands today, the Southeast is the most safest region in Nigeria. As it stands today. And that's how it was in 2015 before APC came into power. The Southeast has always been the safest region in Nigeria. And you see the deployment of anytime agitators arise from the Southeast. Agitators are people that are demanding that they want their own country. These are not criminals. If someone say he don't do again, not be crime to say I don't want to be Nigeria. It's not a crime. The full weight of the law. That's when Nigeria has military. That's when Nigeria have fighter jets. That's when Nigeria have helicopters. That's when Nigeria have bulletproof. That's when the Nigerian army are well sophisticated to tackle agitators. Exactly. Right now, Nigerians have been unalived across these different states I've mentioned right now. The military are doing nothing. In fact, the military head of the Nigerian defense came out to say that terrorists are our brothers. Terrorists are on TikTok. Yes. In Nigeria. Terrorists are on TikTok. I want you guys to understand, terrorists are on TikTok in Nigeria. But the Nigerian military are not looking at that way. They are now focused on having an operation, something in the Southeast, to go and destabilize that region. They have tried to maintain, get back the semblance of peace. After a long period of so many agitation and that created a mini terrorism in the region. The region is recovering back. Nigerian military are going back there. Next thing you start hearing that young people have been unalive, because I was there and I know how these people came in the last time, and so many young people never made it back home. They are back there again. Where they are needed, they will not go. In the north, the Nigerian military are needed in the middle belt. In fact, I've been seeing records and people's accounts. The same thing has been happening for the past couple of years. The Nigerian military have consistently, when there is an attack in a place in the middle belt, the moment the attackers have finished what they are doing, the military will be, people of that region will be calling the military for hours. They will not come. The moment those crimes have been perpetrated and they have gone, the military will show. The moment the people that are trying to fight back, the military will show. It is important to know that the Nigerian military is showing all signs of complicity in the crimes in Nigeria. And also, I want us to even ask this question. Can we not all just agree as Nigerians that we were played by Donald Trump? Can we just all agree
I don't know.
that man used us for business? And probably Tinubu have given him what he wanted. And let's take our L and face our front. Because
I don't want to believe that we have been played by Donald Trump. I don't believe that. But this man is just concerned. I don't believe that we have been played by Donald Trump. But this kind of concern should make American government to act very, very fast. This man is voicing out his anger, his pain, because the way they are going over in the Southeast and calling for more military action and picking up youths, unaliving youths, hiddenly, they set up a base they call Tiger Base. In that Tiger Base, what do? They silently go into the villages, pick up able-bodied young men, take them to Tiger Base, and they never come back. That is what is going on in the Southeast right now. So these are the things that we are calling on the American government to please act very fast. Nnamdi Kanu's case is very, very important. If all the people that are intervening in the situation in Nigeria do not consider the case of Nnamdi Kanu as important, it is a big mistake. So the Donald Trump government should act accordingly concerning Nnamdi Kanu, because Nnamdi Kanu is the presence that will keep us united together in the Southeast. He's not interested in destroying Nigeria. He's only saying we want to be safe in our own side. We want to be alive. We want to be alive. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is saying. We want to be alive. We want to stop dying like chicken. And they lock him up. So when this man is saying this thing, he has his own view. So if this thought of Emir Saddam will get to the ears of the government of America, they need to prove him wrong. The American government must prove Emir Saddam wrong, telling him that Donald Trump is not playing us game. Prove him wrong very quickly and do something very, very fast. So because of that, I will allow him to talk. Yes, I may not share his opinion, but I share his pain. I may not share the opinion of Emir Saddam by saying that Donald Trump may have played us, but I share his pain of what he has complained about, the happenings in the Southeast. So let us allow him to voice out. Please listen.
all signs of complicity in the crimes in Nigeria. And also, I want us to even ask this question: can we not all just agree as Nigerians that we were played by Donald Trump? Can we just all agree that man used us for business? And probably Tinubu have given him what he wanted. And let's take our L and face our front. Because it is evident that there's no help coming from anywhere, especially for the Christians that will all say, oh, Trump, come and save us, Trump, come and save us. I was one of those people that was sitting on the fence then. I was even saying if he comes in, just not to dim the hope of many people. But it's apparent that this man has no business, or he has gotten what he wants. It's apparent that people that were screaming since that these people are here for business were right. Can we face the truth and tell ourselves the truth that this man is not coming to help Nigerian Christians? He has his own business and probably has gotten the deal from Nigeria. And so therefore, he's looking the other way now. White people have been unalived. If not, what is the role of the so-called American soldiers that came to the country how many weeks or months ago? What is their benefit? Nothing is being done. Christians are still being unalived. Muslims are still being unalived. Nigerians are still being unalived. What is the benefit of the Trump coming to this? Please, one of those our Trump people, please come and explain to me. Let me understand clearly. Or we cannot swallow the humble pie and agree that we that were hoping on Trump to come and save us, we cannot. It is not evident to everybody to understand that nobody is coming to save us, that we alone must save ourselves. And we cannot get into serious business of how can we get ourselves out of this security quagmire that is affecting the country today. I'm not going to leave it here because honestly speaking, it is so saddening to see what's happening in the country, and that you can actually see what can be done or what should be done. And these people they're playing checkers with the lives of Nigerians. I saw a video of the president of El Salvador. What do they call this man's name? Nabuy Rabi what? The president of El Salvador. We'll just Google the man's name. El Salvador used to be, before he came to power, the most dangerous country on earth. Today is one of the safest countries on earth.
Yes.
In space of 5 to 6 years. And he said something in that video that there is no crime that is bigger than the state. There is no amount of terrorism that is bigger than the state. If the state chooses to allow crime foster, It is because the state is complicit in that crime. If Nigeria, that terrorism have fostered up until today in Nigeria is because there are people in power, there are people in the military that are first-hand beneficiary of terrorism going on in Nigeria.
Nigeria government, there are more than 3,000 people in this community that have been sacked. Guy, these people no pass 3,000.
That's 3,000.
These people are more than 6,000 several. Look at how people and they have sacked them from their community.
And we don't drive for like how many minutes now?
See people.
These are people that have been sacked from their communities. From their communities. This is happening this Easter. Terrorists came and sacked them and take over their communities. Nigerian army is not there. They're not there. But you know what Nigerian army is doing? Nigerian army, they are preparing to go to Southeast. Look at this.
I told you that
Nasarawa.
Gada Wudu.
Right now we are in Nasarawa.
All those people we left behind.
Those people now, maybe they don't even know what is going on yet.
Guy, there is problem in this country.
Now, there's a video that young man was talking about, Emir Saddam. I don't know if I have time to play it. I saw that video also. Let me see if I can just bring it and play a little bit of what that El Salvador, the president of El Salvador, a very terrible place before. But now, you see that place, it has become the safest, one of the safest places now. El Salvador. Listen to the president of El Salvador. Listen very, very quickly. Let me see.
Criminals.
Listen to him very quickly. This guy has made his place a safest place in the world. Listen.
El Salvador, they told me, President, the solution to violence is to invest in education and opportunities. And I told him, you are absolutely right. If a country invests in education and opportunities, those children will not become criminals, or at least for the most part, they will not do it. But I would have said that to the government from 20 years ago, because these criminals are not 4 years old to be sent to kindergarten. These criminals already graduated from killing at the University of Crime. They already raped, they already killed, they already cut off heads, they already cut off the grandmother's hands. It is no longer about sending them to school. It's no longer about giving them a chance. And besides, what opportunities can we give them? We can pay them a stipend for not being criminals like other countries do. They get paid. Basically, it's an incentive to be a criminal. Because now they make money from crime, and on top of that, they receive money from the government, while a lot of young people don't have jobs.
Nigeria.
What incentive is there for a young worker who struggles day by day to earn his little bit of money, just for a criminal to come and take it from him? The incentive then is to be a criminal to take, and not a worker to have it taken from you. So, President, the only way to solve an existing problem of insecurity is with force. With the force of the state. As I have said on other occasions, every state is stronger than the criminal groups present in its territory. There is no state that cannot defeat criminals. If a state does not overcome criminality, it is because the state is complicit, or because parts of the state are complicit. Once the state frees itself from complicity with crime and goes forcefully after the criminals, it defeats them.
Did you guys hear that? The state is stronger than the criminals that exist in the state. And if the state is not applying full force on the criminals, it is because they are complicit in the criminality happening in the state. So the issue of terrorism in Nigeria is still thriving because, you know, we all know.
Because Nigeria government is paying for the terrorists to thrive. My time is up. Maybe this afternoon, if I have time, I'll be back. Please share this video and let them get it. Umuchineke, if we don't rise up to protect ourselves, if we don't rise up to stop all these enemies within, all these Nigerian politicians in Biafra land, if we don't rise up and equip our angels, it's just a matter of days, weeks, months, we'll all be annihilated. Their target is Biafra land. Biafra land is supposed to be the peaceful place. Biafra land is where the armies are gathering. Ask yourself why. I love you all. I will see you guys later.